love this show. What is this? Breaking news this evening on April 9th, 850 AD. The Mayans have disappeared without a trace. What a shame for such a strong community. Right, LaQuisha?
Absolutely, Jujubee. According to the minds of many smart people, they were last seen searching for fertile land 20 miles away from the empire.
Since the beginning of the Mayan Empire, they have never used their land.
Instead, they cut and burned down the rainforest.
This is called the slash and burn process.
This is when the Mayans cut and burned down the rainforest for more fields to grow their crops and other various foods.
But now it seems they have ran out of room to slash and burn and were forced to use unfertile lands to grow their foods and crops.
And since you cannot grow crops on unfertile land, they had no food to provide for their families.
These foods and crops include maize, beans, squash, and cocoa beans.
Sounds delicious. While me and Jujubee go for a lunch break, here's Chase with the sport.
Chase continues reporting with the sports. The last game of the game just today, the Southwest Stallions versus the Dixon Bulldogs for the championship. The first team to score was the Dixon Bulldogs, but the Southwest Stallions came back and scored 2 back-to-back points. Towards the end of the match, it became a hard-fought battle. But the Stallions had the advantage in height and strength because they would lift trees to get mentally and physically stronger. At the end of the match, the Dixon Bulldogs put up a hard-fought battle, but they lost. And in the end, they lost, so that means the Southwest Stallions are the game champions. That means the Dixon Bulldogs would have to be sacrificed. And the Stallions will get the ball games trophy. They were excited that they would not have to get sacrificed. This is Chase Quintero reporting with sports back to the broadcast center. Now here's today's weather with Christian.
This is Connie here for this week's weather. Last Friday, a terrible hurricane has just struck the capital of the Mayan civilization, destroying several homes and killing over 30 people. What a terrible tragedy that has happened this week. Now, for this week's weather. Monday's weather will be 90 degrees Fahrenheit with 0% of rain. Tuesday's forecast will be 92 degrees Fahrenheit with only 5% of rain. Wednesday and Thursday's forecast will be 95 degrees Fahrenheit with only just 1% of rain. But luckily for us, on Friday it will be 89 degrees Fahrenheit with only 10% of rain.
For today's religion report, the Dixon Bulldogs and the Southwest Stallions battled it out on the Mayan Ball battlefield. Unfortunately for the Dixon Bulldogs, they lost and were sacrificed to the sun god Quetzalcoatl. Now the sun god is very pleased, as Christian said in his weather report. The sun god has been giving us great weather just because of the 5 sacrifices we made the other day on Friday. I'm so bored.
Yeah, me too.
What can we possibly do?
What's this?
It's a Mayan ball.
Yay! Mayan ball, get yours today for only 54 cocoa beans.
I want to buy one. What colors does it come in?
Blue, invisible, and pink.
What did I just watch?